This is Down the Rabbit Hole, where we question the mysteries and nature of reality. I'm your host, Justin Perry. I saw myself leaving the house, and I saw myself seeing myself leave the house. Alright, I was recommended to post this here. I hope it's the right place, and maybe I can get some answers to what the hell happened to me. I'm not really sure where to start, so I guess I'll just get started. Yesterday, when I was cleaning my room, something caught my attention out the corner of my eye. Outside of my window, I saw a car pulling out of our driveway, but that's not what caught my attention. It was the fact that it was my car pulling out the driveway. Now, at first, I wasn't too weirded out about it because my mom was still home, and sometimes she uses it when her car isn't working or when someone else has hers. I was getting ready to wave at her to say goodbye when I saw who was driving. It was me. No doubt about it, it was me. My heart immediately sunk into my stomach, and I got a really horrible, panicked feeling. It felt like I couldn't breathe. It felt almost like I had just dropped from a reality and everything seemed fake. After just a few seconds of staring in absolute shock, just before the other me had fully pulled out of the driveway, they slammed on the brakes and looked up at the window at me. I couldn't believe what I was seeing, so I immediately ran downstairs as fast as I could and ran outside. As I went out the door, it felt like I got punched in the stomach. After a few seconds of standing there catching my breath, I decided to check. My car was still parked in the driveway like nothing ever happened. I wasn't completely sure if what had happened had actually happened, so I sat down outside on the stairs for a few minutes, just trying to get my reality back and wrap my head around what the hell just happened. After about what must have been 30 minutes, I decided to get up and go back inside. I tried telling my mom what happened, but she told me to just go along with my day. Similar things have happened to her. I probably just imagined it. I tried my best to believe her, but I knew it was something much more real. It felt real. About 3 hours later, my dad called me and asked if I wanted to meet him at a record store. After I finished getting ready and told my mom where I was headed, I grabbed my keys and walked out of the door. I got in the car and started backing out as usual. But as I was about to get to the edge of the driveway, I got an overwhelming feeling of dread and panic again. So much so that it caused me to slam on the brakes and put it in park so I could breathe for a second. As I took a deep breath and went to rest my head on the steering wheel, I remembered what had happened earlier and felt even more panicked. I looked up at the window and I saw the blinds move a little and a dark shadow, that's the best way I can explain it, moved very quickly away from the window. I knew what was happening. So I opened my car door and walked up to the front door, opened it, and felt the exact same feeling I did earlier, like someone had punched me in the stomach. After calming down, the rest of the day felt relatively normal, but I felt paranoid and a little nervous ever since. I told my friend about it. about what had happened, and they told me they've read similar things on this subreddit, so I decided to post here. Nothing has ever felt real ever since. Maybe I can get some answers. And you just went down the rabbit hole.